The good book says that if the axe is dull and its edge is unsharpened, more strength is needed, but skill will bring success. This is from Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 10. This means that no matter how hard we work, without continually developing our competence and skill, our efforts may not yield the best results. We need to sharpen our competence. We need to sharpen our axe. Hi, my name is Jimmy Walaviechi, and you're welcome to Corporate Governance Africa, where we seek to promote good governance through film. In this video, we consider the importance of competence for the company secretary, specifically the importance of technical competence. This topic is important because technical competence forms the foundation of the role of the company secretary as a trusted advisor to the board. When that foundation fails, the consequences are not minor. They include regulatory fines, reputational damage, and even personal liability for the directors. These are the very directors that the company secretary is meant to protect in their role as the advisor to that board. I spoke to Francesca Kakoza, a leading governance professional from Uganda. She shared her experience about transitioning from the banking sector to the insurance sector. She explains how she had to sharpen her axe, building her technical knowledge and skills in that new sector, understanding the business so that she could ably advise the organization and the board in particular. Competence refers to the various skills and knowledge needed for performing a particular role. In this case, it's the role of the company secretary or the governance professional. Competence for the company secretary includes both the technical knowledge and the soft skills. It includes sharpening the technical knowledge and knowing the business where that knowledge shall actually be applied. A sharp axe is effective not just because the blade is strong, but because the person holding it knows exactly where to strike. In the same way, a company secretary must understand the law and the business environment in order to advise wisely. This technical competence isn't just one particular thing. It includes a deep, current knowledge of the company law or the sector-specific regulations like in the banking sector or the insurance sector, just like Francesca will explain. It may also include knowledge of the listing rules and evolving corporate governance codes. Emphasizing the importance of technical knowledge, Erica Eliasson Norris, a leading governance professional from the United Kingdom, has noted that there is a danger that as governance evolves, technical expertise gets overlooked in favor of soft skills. But statutory obligations, company filings, and regulatory compliance should never be dismissed as secondary. They form the foundation of the profession of the company secretary. This is not to say that soft skills like communication, emotional intelligence, and strategic thinking are not important. They are, but they are the delivery system for the advice. Technical competence is the advice itself. Both of them are important, but the foundation must come first. Let us now listen to Francesca and how she sharpened her axe, how she sharpened her competence to meet these specific technical demands.
For most of my life, I was working in the banking industry, or banking, development banking, microfinance, etc. But I had to jump into insurance. I got a job with an insurance organization, and I had to go into insurance. Now, insurance is also a very technical field. And if you're going to advise the board, the apex of the organization, you must be able to understand the business. You must be able to understand the laws. Good enough for us lawyers, reading the law is not a challenge because you must be able to, we are taught to read any law in any field and interpret it effectively. But you need to be able to contextualize the law. You need to understand the business. So in my case, what I did is go back to do a diploma in insurance actually, so that I understand the business. And the whole point for me was to be able to give advice that makes business sense, but also makes strategic sense to the board, but also to the departments, etc., as a head of legal. So it's very critical. No matter where you're coming from, you must be able to take all steps to understand the business you're advising on. Because what kind of advisor will you be if you don't understand the business? Because the whole reason the board is there is the business, actually. It goes to the purpose of the organization, the business of the organization. So as an advisor to them, you must be able to understand that business for you to advise. But also, most importantly, if you're in an advisory capacity at management level, as a lawyer, as a finance person, as any discipline, you must be able to understand the business. So that's what I did. And I would encourage any company secretary doing that to actually go back, not go back and study per se, but consume as much information about the industry as you can, so that then you're able to effectively advise.
As we have seen, and as Francesca's experience clearly shows, sharpening one's skill, knowledge, and professional competence is crucial for being effective and being a trusted advisor to the board. It is crucial for a company secretary to understand the regulations and to understand the business in which they operate. Like we said, it's not to say that soft skills are not important. For example, we explored emotional intelligence for a company secretary in another video at Corporate Governance Africa. Please look at the video entitled The Squeezing of the Company Secretary, where we interviewed Kandi Wekesa of Koboi concerning a difficult experience that demanded emotional intelligence in order to navigate successfully. But concerning this important subject of sharpening your axe or sharpening your competence as a company secretary, when was the last time you sharpened your professional axe through training, reading, or mentorship? If your board were to rate your competence today, what areas would they say still need sharpening? Thank you for watching Corporate Governance Africa. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and to our website. See you in the next video.